Ladies and gentlemen, President William Samoei Ruto has been actually trying to send people to talk to Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has been offered the position of the deputy president. This is very, very significant, politically speaking. A number of people, especially in the government, have been trying to accuse Rigathi Gachagua of sidelining Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Others have been saying that Gachagua has been favoring Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Other people in the government have been saying that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has been visiting State House. There are so many stories surrounding Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. But the fact that William Samoei Ruto wants him to be his running mate in 2027 is very, very significant here, politically speaking. This is because if Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka were to accept that offer, the political map of this country will be redrawn and redefined. The matrix would change for good. The big question is, can William Samoei Ruto offer him that position even before 2027? Because William Samoei Ruto was Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi's student, and Moi used to operate like this. I'm not sure, I think this is Mark Tor, who stepped down for Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta to be nominated in parliament. And the question that we should ask ourselves, is Kithure Kindiki on the chopping board to pave way for Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka? Before I give a critical analysis on these issues surrounding Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, please like the video at this juncture. Please like the video and comment what you think about this offer. Because when I look at Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, there are a number of reasons why William Samoei Ruto wants Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka to be his running mate or the deputy even before 2027. And number one, William Samoei Ruto understood very clearly that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is the front runner as far as 2027 general elections is concerned. With Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, Natembeya, Gachagua, and Matiang'i, that team cannot be defeated. That team can have it in the morning. And Kalonzo is going to play a very crucial role when it comes to 2027. And because William Samoei Ruto wants to come with an idea of tribal and regional balance, that's why he's going to Kalonzo. That's not the issue. He wants to kill the dream of the son of Sekuru. Number two reason, in my view, why William Samoei Ruto is going for Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is that he's afraid that Raila has been speaking with both sides of the mouth. Raila Amolo Odinga is unpredictable. He could bolt out. And the fact that Raila has indicated that he's going to support William Samoei Ruto all the way to 2027 does not mean that he's going to support him for the campaign. William Samoei Ruto can see that ODM is hopelessly divided because of the broad-based government. It's only a matter of time before the broad-based government collapses. And because William Samoei Ruto has been banking on Gladys Wanga, what is happening here is that with the crumbling of the broad-based government, then the maths are not adding up. Again, when you look at Kindiki is completely irrelevant when it comes to 2027 general elections. He has no political value. He comes from Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya has bolted out of William Samoei Ruto's government. He doesn't bring any votes. It's just perception of value that in the mountain there's somebody who represents you. That's the only value that Kindiki brings. But politically speaking, he has no numbers. He has no numbers. And this is worrying William Samoei Ruto. I think even this man can be told to step down before 2027. If William Samoei Ruto can be assured that Kalonzo is going to accept that position, Kindiki will be forced out. Yes, we know he cannot, constitutionally, he cannot do that, but William Samoei Ruto would force him actually to step down. The reason, Kalonzo comes with so many votes, all the Kaba votes, in Kenya, in the Bulebe Nation, and the Kabas are in Nairobi. They're in Kiambu, in large numbers. They are at the coast. They are at Machakos. They are at Kitui. They are wherever. There are so many. So Kalonzo can bring about 3 million votes. And who is this other person who can bring 3 million votes to William Samoei Ruto? And this way, he would compensate the lost ground in Mount Kenya. Though the mountain has more votes than the Kaba Nation, najua is better you run away 3 million votes than kutembea na mkono mtupu. Again, they are trying to play the game of mind game here because of Kalonzo's age. If he becomes William Samoei Ruto's running mate, William Samoei Ruto succeed and become the president, win the second term, he'll go for 5 years, then he leave it to Kalonzo. Unlike when somebody like Matiang'i is the president and he goes for 2 terms, it will be very, very difficult for Kalonzo to support Matiang'i. And that's why the opposition need to be very, very careful when it comes to the Kaba Nation and the Mulebe Nation. They need to be very, very careful, because if they play with the Mulebe Nation and the Kaba Nation, they can easily lose that huge voting block. So, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, however, has rejected this offer, and he has said he cannot do it. He does not want to be associated with William Samoei Ruto's government. He does not want to be associated with a government that is so much tainted. So, in a nutshell, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has been refusing, and the latest was, I think, last week. He said he does not want it. And we have seen the guys in the government trying to say it's just a matter of time before you see Kalonzo joining us. Over the weekend, they talk about it. So, Kalonzo is refusing because he would be seen as a traitor. No, Kenyans hate traitors, by the way. They hate traitors. And that's why, one of the reasons why the Kikuyu nation, the Kemba nation, supported William Samoei Ruto in 2022 is because there was a feeling that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was betraying William Samoei Ruto. So, people will always hate a traitor. Kalonzo understood this very, very clearly. And he has also learned from what happened to Raila Amolo Odinga. When Raila Amolo Odinga joined the broad-based government, he became very, very unpopular. Today, Raila and the Gen Z don't see eye to eye. Today, Raila lost a huge chunk. Even in his ODM, even the Luo nation has not agreed that they should be in the broad-based government. Some of them are actually opposing Raila Amolo Odinga. Some happening even in public. So what we are seeing here, Kalonzo has learned that. Again, Kalonzo understands very clearly that this government has been associated with so many bad things. Corruption that stinks all the way to high heaven, abduction, extrajudicial killings. You know, the goons have also been associated with the government. These are things that Kenyans hate. These are things that Kenyans don't want to be associated with. So if Kalonzo is going to do that, I think it will be a big mistake. Again, remember, Kalonzo has already shared the watermelon tag. Yes. Usiku ako hivi. Mjana ako hivi. He has shared that watermelon tag. And now, he is seen as a principled person. He is seen as a firm person. Somebody who does not even change easily. Somebody who focuses something until it is achieved. So if he is going to accept this, I can bet that watermelon tag will follow him all the way to State House. And I don't know whether William Samoei Ruto can easily win the election with Kalonzo as his running mate. What do you think? Because what I know, Kalonzo has loyal supporters. And if Kalonzo joins William Samoei Ruto, he will move with the Kaba Nation. That is the truth. Unlike Gachagua, if Gachagua decides to join William Samoei Ruto, he will go alone. If Raila Amolo Odinga decides to bolt out of William Samoei Ruto, he will bolt out with everybody. Nobody will be left. apart from the expert who are in government. So, Kalonzo, if he goes to join William Samoei Ruto, it may also be very, very difficult for William Samoei Ruto to win the elections. What would happen is that the elections would be too close to call. It will be very, very unpredictable. Because right now, it is very clear that William Samoei Ruto will be a one-term president unless things change. A day in politics is just too long. It can change everything. It can change everything. And don't say they are permanent enemies in politics. They aren't. Anything is possible. Because if somebody could tell you that Raila would be the greatest supporter of William Samoei Ruto in 2022, nobody would have believed them. People would have seen that you are losing yourself. But today, Raila and Ruto are buddies. They are brothers. And they speak the same language, the language of power in 2027 election. That is my take, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what you think, but from where I sit, Kalonzo has rejected that offer, and William Samoei Ruto must go back to the drawing board and maybe try another trick. Bye-bye.